Today I am going to explain about two-dimensional reflection symmetry or linear symmetry.
How is an angle may be symmetrical?
If we take the bisect of the angle and the other half of the angle completely covers the other angle, then we can say that the angle is symmetrical.
How can you say that an isosceles triangle is symmetrical?
If we bisect from the base angles to the top and if the other half covers the other half, then we can say the isosceles triangle is symmetrical. Now I will explain with the help of the figure. These are the two base angles and this is their bisect. But first of all, this is the A. Let's take our compass and just put a mark on this. This is the topmost angle. We need to take a bisector of this. Then after that we take from this point to a random and after that we do that and we do that. We join the vertex and plus the mark and we draw a straight line to the point. Let's mark this point D. So this isosceles triangle you see here is considered to be symmetrical.
How can you say that a kite has only one line of symmetry?
See here. This is a kite. These are equal and these two are equal. That means the adjacent sides are equal in a kite. Also, see here. I wrote this dotted line to just show you guys that this might be the line of symmetry. And if I cut it from here, then the other half will completely cover the other half.
How many symmetry lines has a semicircle?
See, here is a semicircle. It only has one symmetrical line. See, A, B, C, D. So I formed this structure. You know, all of you know how it is formed. So let's take a quick stroll. This we applied these from here to here before we formed this dome from the center of the line. Okay, now we joined this D with this because we formed it with some other symbol equation. After that we joined this and this. After joining these we get the symmetry. This only has one line of symmetry.
How many lines of symmetry an isosceles trapezium has?
An isosceles trapezium only has one line of symmetry. See, for example, we put an arc here and we put an arc here. After that we joined these lines before putting an arc here. So these arcs form a straight single cut. We don't see any other lines of symmetry because an isosceles trapezium kind of forms like a triangle, but there's a missing corner at the part. So this is known as an isosceles trapezium. For if you find a way, then you don't even have any other options, like this cannot be symmetrical. It only has one line of symmetry.
How many lines of symmetry a rectangle has?
A rectangle only has two lines of symmetry. See in this figure. It's the triangle ABCD. Okay, now how do we find the lines of symmetry? Simple. We put arcs. You know from the previous thing we did for the trapezium and other stuff. You already know it before the video. You know, middle in the video. Okay. Now, this line OP and this line QR, they are both intersecting at one place. Now, this is the center of the circle and they symmetrize the both. So, if we cut this in half, then this half will completely cover this half, and for then this half will completely cover this half. So, it's a symmetrical rectangle with two symmetrical lines.
By how many ways is a rhombus symmetrical?
A rhombus is symmetrical about each of its diagonals. Like if we connect this diagonal to this diagonal, this to this. Imagine OP. It's just dividing the rhombus into a half that can be placed on this one without even leaving any traces, and this half which is PQ for RQ QR forming this can be placed on the other without any traces. So this is a symmetrical rhombus but with two lines of symmetry in one way.
How many lines of symmetry are there in a square?
There are about 4 lines of symmetry. Just imagine this is a ABCD square. Alright, now look carefully. There are symmetrical lines G, H, D, B and F, E and all the other sorts. So there are 4 lines of symmetry in crossing a square because it has equal diagonals and adjacent sides are always equal and the opposite sides are also equal. So it got these and then after it got these. So if we take this, then they all will meet at 90 degree, these two lines difference. So we can assume that it's a 9. So this half will cover this half will cover this half and blah blah blah. So it has 4 lines of symmetry, it's a square.
How is an equilateral triangle is symmetrical?
See, we have to do a bunch of arcs, but we missed that part because you guys already know for this video. So we got this arc, so we got 3 lines of symmetry in total: A, Q, B, P, C, O. So we got 3 lines of symmetry dividing this triangle into half. So this will fit this will fit this will fit this. That initially makes this triangle having 3 lines of symmetry, so it's symmetrical.
Please describe symmetricals for circle.
It's the master of symmetry and the king of symmetry. First of all, it has infinite number of symmetry lines. You can have this, you can have this, you can have everything in it because from its point everything is equal in its perspective and there are infinite diameters that are the lines of symmetry. The diameter that you draw in a circle is actually one of its lines of symmetries. So there are like infinite diameters you can choose. Now we know that a circle has infinite symmetry, so it's a symmetrical figure.
What is your view about scalene triangle and parallelogram in view of symmetry?
Yeah, both the lines of symmetry, they don't have any symmetrical because if you try to draw any symmetry, you won't be able to draw even a single one. And in a parallelogram, it's possible. See, a rectangle, the rectangle the rectangle only has 2, it could have 4 but it only has 2 because its breadths are the same and the lengths are the same. So this is even worse than that. They were same to same but it's slightly slider, so you can't draw any lines of symmetry in this. So they both don't have a line of symmetry, so they are not symmetrical. There are some letters in the alphabets that are symmetrical, you have seen them. There are A, B, C, D, E, H, I, M, O, T, U, V, W, X and Y. See, A has a line of symmetry like this, B like this, C has this and D is also like this. E you can cut it in half, H you can cut it like this and I you can cut it like this or this, and M you can cut from the between. Or it has infinite number of symmetries, it's like the circle. So there are many number of symmetries here, and T you have 1, U you have 1, V you have 1, you have 1 in W, 2 in X and 1 in Y. So these are the symmetrical letters in the alphabet.
There are some one-liner questions related to two-dimensional reflection symmetry. Are you ready to answer?
Yes.
These questions are one-liner. Okay. A square has
4 lines of symmetry.
A rectangle is symmetrical about
Each of its opposite sides.
a rhombus is symmetrical about
Each of its diagonals.
a circle has
Infinite numbers of symmetry.
a scalene triangle has
No lines of symmetry.
the letter O of the English alphabet has
Infinite numbers of symmetry.
The letter Z of the English alphabet has?
The letter Z of the English no lines of symmetry.
Okay. Now tell me true or false. Now the statement is a parallelogram has no line of symmetry.
True.
Is it true false?
True.
An angle with equal arms has its bisector as the line of
True.
symmetry. It's true. Okay. An equilateral triangle has 3 lines of symmetry.
True.
A rhombus has 4 lines of symmetry.
False.
A square has 4 lines of symmetry.
True.
A rectangle has 2 lines of symmetry.
True.
Okay, thank you very much.
Bye. Meet you at the next video or next time.